And then I met Dr. Kaushesh. He came in with a smile that just melts you, and a warmth that just overwhelms you, and a feeling of comfort. There was no trepidation from the minute I met him. He smiled, he shook my hand, he introduced himself, and it was as if I was the only person in the world. I have been a patient of Dr. Kaushesh since 2011. In the last 5 years, I have had several appointments because I needed much dental work done. And I knew that when I came to Dr. Kaushesh. Why did I select him? Well, I did not know him when I first came to see him, but I do know that he did sedation. And I knew that I needed many things done. I had had a mouth full of crowns, and I was a patient of dentists all my life. My parents were very adamant about seeing dentists, so at the age of 2, I think, and that was a long time ago, because back then people weren't as conscious about going to the dentist as they are today. But my parents were for sure conscious about it. But unluckily, I was one of those people who never had good teeth. And so my mouth was full of dental work. Many crowns that needed to be replaced. And I knew that. And I was not happy with my smile anymore. And so I chose Dr. Kaushesh. The first day that I came to the office, I was greeted by a gal sitting at the desk, and she was absolutely charming. She made me feel welcome right away. And then the first girl that I saw that took my history was wonderful. In fact, I liked her so much that when she left and had a baby, I had my niece send some baby clothes so that I could give them to her. That is the type of staff that Dr. Kaushesh hires. He takes into consideration how everyone will interact in his office. He cares about his staff in such a way that he wants them all to feel comfortable with one another. And I know for a fact that they have an input in the hiring of one another, which I think is absolutely wonderful. Okay, continuing with my story. I met for a long time, and the girl took an entire history of myself and my mouth, and then I met Dr. Kaushesh. He came in with a smile that just melts you, and a warmth that just overwhelms you, and a feeling of comfort. There was no trepidation from the minute I met him. He smiled, he shook my hand, he introduced himself, and it was as if I was the only person in the world that he had that day. He went over my x-rays, he talked about my dental health and what we could do for one another in the office and what was best for me. Dr. Kaushesh and I formed a plan, and he gave me, or he had his staff of course, gave me a written copy of what was planned for my dental care. I had time to think it over, and I decided to proceed. Appointments were set up, and they included root canals that I had to go elsewhere for at the time, implants, crowns, and sedation, of course. Well, I had more than one sedation, and I had more than one implant. And every implant that I've had has been successful. Having the sedation is absolutely the best. You do not experience any pain. You do not really have any pain afterwards either. It's at a minimum, and I would recommend it to anyone. The trepidation that you might have prior to sedation is really unfounded. And if I could tell you and sit with you and assure you that it is marvelous, I would. Dr. Kaushesh tells you exactly what's going to happen. The staff is very thorough in letting you know exactly what is happening. It's done in a very sanitary, professional, medical environment, and that makes you feel very good. Blood pressure is taken. Surgery is not done if you are not able to have it done. Dr. Kaushesh takes no chances. In fact, one time I came and my blood pressure was too high, and Dr. Kaushesh would not do the sedation on me. And that's a blessing. I was really glad because I found out that I had high blood pressure then. And so I went on to my medical doctor, and yes indeed, I needed to be put on some blood pressure medicine. So I thank Dr. Kaushesh for that. Now to continue, much work I've had done by Dr. Kaushesh has been marvelous. The staff in his office, they're all friendly. They're all helpful. They greet you. The environment of his office is pleasant, and it greets you with a warm, beautiful feeling. You walk into the waiting room and it's a feeling of not a dental office, but a feeling of just peace and beauty and relaxation. You don't get that dental smell that you get in so many of the dental offices that is so not appealing. Let me just say, to end, if you're looking for a dentist and a staff who will treat you as a wonderful person, who will treat you with caring and kindness, and a dentist who treats you with gentleness, Dr. Kaushesh is the dentist for you. I tell everyone who asks me, who is my dentist? I say, Dr. Kaushesh, and he is absolutely wonderful.